Live from Victory Park, this is WFAA.
The Texas Supreme Court blocks Dallas County's mask mandate, but Dallas ISD won't back down.
But we are going to be firm. We have to protect the health and safety of our students. And until there's an official order of the court that applies to the Dallas Independent School District, we will continue to have the mask mandate.
Tonight, after a major court ruling against mask mandates, the DISD superintendent says his students and staff still need to wear their masks on the first day of class tomorrow. Parents, we know the beginning of the year is stressful enough. A surge in COVID cases could be frightening, and this back and forth over masks, frankly, it's kind of hard to follow. So we've been working all night to gather information and help you prepare. We will walk you through some alternative options if your child's school does not require masks, but you're still worried about COVID. We'll take you through what some of the biggest districts are doing when it comes to masking. But let's start tonight with the battle lines being drawn in Dallas. Our Matt Howerton has been following this legal fight. And Matt, every day it's like we are just trying to follow the bouncing ball when it comes to court orders.
Absolutely. It's a back and forth game in a legal court here in Texas, and it's been very difficult to follow. I mean, talk about a mess, especially in Dallas County. The night before school, a legal grenade lobbed by the Supreme Court of Texas, striking down Dallas County's mask order, forcing districts to scramble. It's official.
We are all team public health, and the enemy is the virus.
The emergency mask order Dallas County Judge Clay Jenkins enacted last Wednesday didn't even last a week.
The Texas legal system has rarely been as swift as it has been this week.
SMU constitutional law expert Dale Carpenter was with WFAA Sunday as the Texas Supreme Court blocked Judge Jenkins' new mask order, siding with Governor Abbott's mask mandate ban handed down weeks ago. Jenkins was granted a temporary restraining order against that ban in a Dallas civil court last week, paving the way for him to mandate masks in businesses and schools as COVID cases surge. The sweeping change in public health policy coming a day before many Dallas ISD schools begin classes, yet still,
We're going to continue with the mask mandate at this time.
Superintendent Michael Hinojosa saying Sunday evening at the 11th hour, the district will continue mandating masks until the state comes after DISD.
We will continue to do what's in the best interest of our students, safety-wise, until we're told that we cannot by a court.
Carpenter said the district can technically continue to go rogue because it's not listed in the Supreme Court ruling and isn't involved in any current litigation. The fine for violating the governor's ban, at least $1,000, and it's not clear if that accrues over time. On the front lines in hospitals, reaction to the ruling Sunday was grim.
We're talking about our inability to provide adequate level of care to everyone who requires it and needs it.
Dr. Mark Casanova, former president of the Dallas County Medical Society, saying masking is the only way to thin the surge.
We are at that point that we need that help again.
All right, now when it comes to the Jenkins and Abbott battle, both sides will have a hearing on the 24th in Dallas where Jenkins can start to litigate his right to enforce masks. But until a judge weighs in again, Abbott's ban is upheld, Teresa.
Clearly, DISD is taking a really bold stand here, Matt. So how long do you think they can hold out?
Well, we were talking to SMU law constitutional expert Dale Carpenter, and he basically told us that, DISD can continue to go rogue until Attorney General Ken Paxton shows up to their doorstep with court proceedings, with a lawsuit, telling them to stop. But it's unclear how long that's going to take or how fast the Attorney General's office can type something up to get it down here. So we'll be looking forward to that situation when we can actually report something new or we can give you new details on it, but it's more than likely going to be happening.
All right, Matt, thank you.
Okay.
Moms, dads, we know it feels like things are changing by the hour. This can all be really confusing. So let's run down what we know right now about some other North Texas school districts. Again, despite today's Supreme Court ruling, Dallas ISD says it will stick with this mask mandate. So kids will have to wear a mask at school tomorrow. Irving, Garland, Mesquite ISDs all announced tonight that masks will now be optional. Over in Fort Worth ISD says masks are optional as well. On Friday, a separate court order halted Fort Worth ISD's mask requirement. The district says it will address the mask issue at a special meeting on Tuesday. Neighboring Arlington ISD is weighing litigation, but not enforcing masks right now. Despite the city of Denton issuing its own mask mandate, Denton ISD will not require masks, although administrators there are strongly encouraging students to wear one. So a lot of you might feel like you are kind of in limbo regarding masks. So let's go through some other options that schools could be implementing. First, we've got social distancing. You know what that means, keeping kids several feet apart. The CDC also recommends cohorting, which means keeping kids and teachers together in small groups for the entire day, like in one class, for instance. The CDC does recommend testing as well, which would mean students and teachers who are not vaccinated getting a COVID test at least once a week. Obviously, those are not easy alternatives here, so the top suggestion from public health leaders is for everyone who can get the vaccine to get it.